is in March. And it's with Kim as well, Kim Gastrip, Thailand. And then Ireland in June with Kim. And then July is Spain with Kim. We're gonna be sick of each other by the end of the year, probably. Yeah, so that's what I got coming up. If you're interested, I have all the info on my website. Anything else? Amy, do you have anything you want to say?
I am starting January 7th with not necessarily 5 Saturdays in a row, but I'm waiting some of the holidays. But it's mindfulness experience reduction for teens. So I
Cool.
last year, and I have years of curriculum that I'm building into my school teaching career, and I'm also offering in 5 weeks with kids the 5th Saturday from 2 to 4 is going to be with parents. So the teaching some skills that so the age range is 10 to 18, and the reason why I'm doing 10-year-olds is because I've been practicing with them as old school year, and they are fun and well. So I wanted to get that age bracket 10 to 18. I think it's Windsor and this program is excellent. It's designed for the teenagers. So when you're MBSR, Kid teaches a great program here. That one's really designed for adults. This one's designed for teens. So I'll be starting January 7th. I have the website. If you would like information on your school or for your child or for your friends.
Cool. Thank you. I think that like teen stuff, we need it. People ask me all the time if I do stuff for teens. I'm like, I don't work with teens. So I love when I have people to refer to.
It is such a good program.
Cool.
And maybe even your breath work / yoga /
Oh, so my embodiment class, which is basically yoga, breath work, and sound, is the 22nd of this month. It's the 4th Tuesday of each month, which falls on the 22nd. It's the week of Thanksgiving, so it's like 2 days before Thanksgiving. So come get all your out, and then
I did a demonstration for my family. I think this is
okay, that's pretty good. That's normal. Good job, Sal. I do the same. All right, shall we just practice? Let's do it. So come into your seated meditation if you're not already there. And sometimes I like to move a little bit, wiggle a little bit, get some physical feedback before settling in. So any little movements you want to get out, maybe you just want to roll your head around, shoulders around, and then eventually just find stillness. Rest your hand somewhere that feels resonant to you on your lap. Prayer hands at your heart, maybe one hand to heart space, one hand to belly. Close your eyes. So not squeezing your eyes closed, but just gently letting your eyelids shut. Letting your eyeballs even relax a little in the sockets. And then start to notice how you feel this morning. Anything that's moving through you, whether it's physical, energetic, emotional. See if you can just allow it to be there. Observe it, feel it, witness it. Not trying to control or fix or change. So just notice what's moving through. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. Next time you inhale, very intentionally, fill up as big as you can. And when you think you are full, see if you can even take an extra little sip at the top. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Let it go. Very nice. Again, just like that. Inhale, fill up. Maybe you feel more spacious, more expansive. So allow yourself to take up space, hold. When you're ready, open your mouth, let it go, breathe it out. Last time, biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. It's like you're waking your body up from the inside with this prana, this life force energy. Let it circulate around. And then when you're ready, let it go. Seal your lips and start to drop into your ujjayi breath. So your deep diaphragmatic breath in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. See if you can start to create that gentle whisper noise, that oceanic sound. And feel as if your breath is almost like a bellows. So it slowly fills up, expands, inflates. Every part of you gets a little bigger. And then you slowly push the air out. It's not a forceful thing, just slow and steady. So start to feel and connect in a deeper way to your breath. As you're ready to move, take your breath with you and transition onto your hands and your knees. If you come to my class often, you know exactly where to go, just intuitive movement. So that can look so many different ways. Maybe you start with cat-cows. Maybe you circle your hips around. Maybe you come forward to a cobra or scorpion cobra, heart opener of some sort. So back into a child's pose, move around in your child's pose or just rest there. So a million ways to feel into your body from your hands and your knees. I like to imagine sometimes that I'm some sort of four-legged creature. So how do animals stretch their bodies? They don't think about it. They just feel into it. Close your eyes and feel from the inside, from your spine, from your hips, from your shoulders, from your hands. Take about 3 to 5 more rounds here, just moving in your own way. Using your breath to explore your physical body. And then when you feel ready, no rush, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can start your transition back in your own time. And maybe you want to move through a vinyasa to get there. Maybe you want to hover your knees in tabletop for a couple of breaths, push the ground away, and then slowly lift your hips back and up. Good job, you guys. Once you're in your down dog, keep the exploration going. So keep feeling around. Pedal out your heels. Maybe shift your hips side to side. You might even windshield wiper your heels side to side. Roll onto the outer edge of one foot, inner edge of the other, and then switch it up. Lots of ways to explore. You can shake your head, yes or no. See if you can relax through your neck, soften your face. So in your down dog, if it feels like all of your weight is coming down into your hands, how can you adjust to make it feel like all of the energy is moving up and lifting you up? So spread your fingers and really actively push the ground away. Broaden through your shoulders. Lift from your center. So if it takes bending your knees a lot to find a connection to your center, to your core, bend your knees a lot. You want to feel as if there's a rope attached to your belly button, pulling up and then tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. See if you can feel like you're light, not like you're heavy. Use your breath. Each inhale creates a sense of buoyancy. Each exhale connects you to your center. Beautiful poses, you guys. Nice work. Take one more deep breath. And then at the end of your exhalation, just slowly crawl your hands to the back of your yoga mat. So find yourself in a forward fold, back of your mat. All of the weight comes into your feet. I would recommend feet at least hips width distance apart for this first one. All of your toes face forward. Grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Take a little sway or a little bob or a little bounce. You can have a little or a big bend in your knees. Try not to rock back into your heels so your heels stay really light on the ground. Bring your weight into the balls of your feet, the pads of your toes, and then focus on lifting your sit bones, your butt as high as you can. Relax your neck. Let your head be absolutely heavy. So you're not holding it up at all. Take one more breath. Good, nicely. And inhale, halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out. Very nice. Exhale, fold and bow. Do that once more. Halfway lift. So crown forward, press back through the tops of your thighs, broaden your sit bones. Exhale, fold and bow. This time, come through your halfway lift and keep rising, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Flow with your breath for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain. See if you can feel a neutral spine and a neutral pelvis as you reach up. Exhale, stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, swan dive down, maybe a big bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift position, spinal extension. Exhale, fold and let it go. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, reverse swan dive all the way up. Nice work. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to heart center as you exhale. One more time like that. It's a meditation in motion. Inhale, reach up. You might try closing your eyes as you dive down. Try not to rock back into your heels. So stick your butt out, weight slightly forward in your feet, maybe bend your knees, fold in. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Lots of length. Good. Nice, Rachel. Exhale, let it go. All the way to empty. Then rise. Heart leads, arms to the sky. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Very nice. All right. This time, inhale. Take your arms up. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Hug your shoulder blades towards your spine. And if you want a little bit more, see if you can press your palms together. Bend your elbows and try to squeeze your elbows towards each other. Now, keep all of that and start to lift your hands back away from your body. Might be a little or might be a lot. Maybe lift your heart up. So not just your head, but your heart, your sternum. Press your hips gently forward as you hug in with your inner thighs. Yes, one more big inhale, puff up through your chest. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips. Exhale, swan dive down. So you might bend your knees a lot. Lift your butt, lift your knuckles, relax your neck. Let your head hang, perhaps a little shake, yes or no. Weight slightly forward, lift your sit bones by connecting more with your core. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your low back, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down, so nice and easy, let go. Give your arms a little shake out or shake your head a little bit. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. From your halfway lift, plant your hands or your fingertips and slowly, intentionally crawl them to the top of your mat. Come into a plank position. So top of a push-up. Shoulders over wrists, hips level with shoulders. Nice, Laura. You can come to your knees if you want to modify at any time. So push the ground away. Draw your belly button in and up. Yeah, good adjustment. Hips level with shoulders. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs and see if you can start to take little baby rocks forward and back. So just like you're sawing through wood with your body. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward. Start on your tiptoes. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Exhale, lower halfway. Your elbows are stacked over your wrists. Inhale, push back up. High plank. Do that one more time. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga, hold. Inhale, push back up. This time as you exhale, slow as you can go all the way down. Nice, Kelly. Spider-Man Cobra 3 times. So hands out wide, lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky, lift your heart. And then exhale, slowly set your spine back down like a wave. Inhale, lift your heart up. Yes, and exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, lift just as high as feels right to you. Open through the front of your heart. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Hands frame your mid-ribs. Press up to tabletop. So just hands and knees for now. Spread your fingers really wide. Push the ground away. See if you can feel your shoulders and even your pectorals, your chest muscles fire up. Draw your belly button in and up, almost like you're trying to puff up through your low back. So yeah, like that. Now keep that. Right arm forward, left leg back, spinal balance. Nice, Kathy. Good. So as you reach forward and back, I don't want you to feel like you're creating a smiley face shape. I want you to feel like you're creating a strong straight line. So puff up through your low back and draw your belly button towards your spine. Take one more big inhale, nice, Elisa. Exhale, slow motion, elbow to knee, curl in, round and hollow out. Beautiful. Inhale, get long, strong, and powerful. Exhale again, elbow to knee like you're moving through molasses. Inhale, re-extend, spread your fingers, press through your back foot. This is your last one. Exhale, elbow to knee, round. Yes, nice, Jen. Inhale, lengthen. Now as you exhale, set just your right hand down, pivot on your right knee. So your right foot comes to the outside of your mat. And then left arm reaches up, open up to a modified side plank. Good job. Nice. Rather than sticking your butt out behind you, see if you can press your hips gently forward. And then if you want to modify a little bit more, you can put your left foot on the ground at any time. Otherwise, left foot is lifted and left leg is strong, like you're karate kicking with your left leg. Take your left arm forward towards me, bicep next to your ear. Yeah, and feel that length in your left side. Stay right here. Or final option, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can rotate your heart to look up. Yes. So rather than kicking your foot up, kick your foot back and let your heart look up one more round. Beautiful, nice, Sally. End of your exhale, slow release. Come back to hands and knees, tabletop. Maybe for just a moment, you move a little bit intuitively, move your hips around. And then when you are ready, take your right leg out to the right, toes face forward. And then we're just gonna rock forward and back a few times. So like you're coming back into a child's pose. Your toes can face the sky if that feels better. And then like you're coming forward into a cobra or an up dog. So back and forth at your own pace. You can take it as deep or keep it as shallow as you want to. Use your breath. Come back to neutral spine. So tabletop, but your right leg is extended straight out. Heel comes straight out from your hips. Toes face directly forward. Take your left arm out to the left. Reach it all the way up to the sky. Breathe in here. And then as you exhale, thread your left arm through. Reach as far as you can, like you want to grab your right big toe with your left peace fingers. And if that's available to you, go for it. Find your variation or your fullest expression of this pose today. So whatever that looks like, feels like for you. It doesn't have to be the deepest version you've ever done, but what is your body calling for in this moment? Can you feel your breath rising and falling, expanding and contracting? Soft through your face, your jaw. Can you feel your breath in your back body? Can you find awareness in your back body? Take about 2 more rounds. Nice job, you guys. If you do happen to have your right hand off of the ground, bring your right hand back down. Next time you breathe in, unthread your left arm and reach it all the way up one more time as high as you can. Exhale, set your left hand down. Pick up your right foot and swing your right tiptoes off the left side of your yoga mat. Pull your hips over to the right as you gaze back over your left shoulder. So you might bend your elbows, one or both. You might come down to your forearms, one or both. You might curl a little. You might arch a little. You might rock forward and back a little. Take one more big breath. Very nice. End of your exhale, tabletop. So regular hands and knees. And then regular downward facing dog. Walk it out in your down dog. If you want to move through a quick vinyasa on your own, feel free. Reconnect to your ujjayi breath. So slow, steady, powerful, and strong. Very nice. Down dogs. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged. See me? Good, Scotty. So press through your fingertips at the same time as you're pressing up through your back foot. See if you can keep your hips square. So if it's helpful, bend your left knee, come up to your left tiptoes. If it's helpful, lower your right leg a little bit. Doesn't matter how high it's going. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your spine, shoulders over wrists. Stay here as you breathe in. Push the ground away. Exhale, step through softly, low lunge. Rise when you are ready, crescent lunge. So front knee over, front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Hips are square, so hips face directly forward. The stability in this pose comes by hugging towards midline. So front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward, low abdominals tone, heart lifts, reach up super high, maybe even gaze up. Yeah, nice, Crystal. So feel your strong foundation and then your upper body, your unique expression, your own unique expression. So be in your body, feel your breath. Good job. One more big inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands down to your front thigh, lean forward. We're preparing to balance. So if you want to scoot your back foot in a little bit, that's fine. Hug in with your inner thighs. Pull your belly button in and up like you're puffing up through your low back. As you are ready, press into your front foot, float your back foot off the ground, warrior three variation. So spine is long, it's like you're in a halfway lift, back leg parallel to the earth. Stay where you're at or take your right arm forward. So right arm forward, left leg back. Stay here and hold, or one more inhale. Exhale, right elbow to your left knee, curl in. We just did this on our hands and our knees. Inhale, re-extend like you're moving through molasses. Exhale again, elbow to knee. Connecting to your center as you move. Inhale, reach. You got one more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, get long, strong, and powerful. If you want, you can reach both arms forward to your fullest expression. As you exhale, low lunge, hands to the ground. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Good job, friends. Bring your back knee down gently. If you need extra cushion, you can fold over the side of your mat. We're going into a half split. So straighten your front leg. Your hips can come back to rest on your back heel with your toes tucked under. It's like a half screaming toe pose. Or your hips can stay stacked over your back knee. Flex your right toes and imagine you're trying to stick your right butt cheek out behind you. So pull your right butt cheek back as you reach your heart forward. Good. Press down through the back of your right heel. And rather than pushing your heel forward, imagine you're trying to drag it back. Take about 2 more rounds of breath. Yeah. Allowing yourself to feel, to be in sensation, to be even uncomfortable. It's only temporary. End of your next exhale, low lunge. So find your way back. Bend your front knee. You can lift your back knee off the ground now. From here, three-legged down dog. Take your right leg to the sky. Open up your right hip. So bend your knee, reach your right knee out and up. This is a great place to stay. Just be here and breathe here. Option to flip your dog if you want to. The right foot comes down behind you. Yes, reach forward. Nice, Megan. Lift your hips. Heart towards the front of the room. If there was a mirror on this front wall, you're trying to look at yourself in that mirror. Take one more round. Beautiful, everybody. Downward facing dog. So both hands, both feet on the ground. Walk it out. Find your breath. Reconnect to you. One more big inhale. This time, exhale, gaze to the top of your space. Step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. With your in-breath, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet, rise up. Arms to the sky, big full body stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And then this time, cactus your arms, but just stay here for now. So all you're doing, cactusing your arms, not working into a back bend just yet. So we're gonna work our back bend really, really slowly. First, I just want you to hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing a block, and then press your hips forward, but keep hugging in with your inner thighs. Now press your arms back and squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Lift your sternum, lift your gaze. Imagine you're trying to press your elbows up now. Take one more full round of breath. Hug your invisible block, press your hips forward. Inhale, re-extend, realign. So feel a neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Swan dive, stick your butt out all the way down, forward fold. Beautiful. With your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Vinyasa however you would like. So if you want to add a couple push-ups, you want to take it on your knees, substitute cat-cows. Meet in a tabletop position. So if you go back to your down dog, give yourself a breath or two there, and then come down to hands and knees. Hands and knees seems like a basic posture. There's actually a lot to notice. So spread your fingers, push the ground away. I don't want you to feel like you're arching your back. I want you to feel like you're slightly rounding through just your low back. So feel your belly button pull in and up. You should feel a big difference, the support in your low back, in your low spine. If you can keep that, left arm forward, right leg back, spinal balance. Very nicely, yeah. Good. So hips stay square, and as you reach, your belly button's still pulling in and up. Gaze down so the back of your neck is long. It's like you're going to shake somebody's hand. So thumb faces up, palm faces in. Nice, Michelle. Take one more big inhale. Exhale like you're moving through honey, elbow to knee, smooth movement, intentional movement all the way to empty. Nice, Tracy. Inhale, get long, strong, powerful. Don't overarch your spine. Exhale, round, curl in. See if you can round through your mid back. Inhale, re-extend. And last time, slow motion, elbow to knee with your exhale. All the way to empty and re-extend with your inhalation. This time, set your left hand down, pivot on your left knee. So your left foot comes to the outside of your mat behind you, and then right arm reaches up your opening towards the window. Notice if it feels like you're sticking your butt out. See if you can press your hips forward. And then reach your right arm forward towards the front of the room, bicep next to your ear. If at any time you want to modify further and bring your right foot down, totally fine with me. If you want to take it into a fuller expression, perhaps for you today, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot. So half bow. Press your hips forward, let your heart look up. So tendency, what's easier is to kick your foot up. Try to kick your foot, not up, but back. And then look up with your heart. Take your gaze up. Let your heart follow one more round. Beautiful. Nice, Rachel. So much better. End of your exhale, slowly release. Come back to hands and knees. Maybe a little bit of intuitive movement through your hips, shoulders, spine. Good job. And then come back to neutral for a moment. Take your left leg out to the left. This is called gating your left leg. And then rock forward and back through a gated child's pose and a gated cobra. Whatever that looks like for you. So just feeling into your hips, your groin, maybe your right side body. Your left toes can turn to face up as you're rocking forward and back. Let's bring it back to neutral. So your left leg now extends straight out, heel straight out from your hip, toes forward. Right arm out to the right, all the way up, breathe in here, open up. And then exhale, thread it through. Reach as far as you can. Come down to rest ever so gently on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. Anywhere you want to go, it doesn't necessarily have to be what you did on the other side. Big, deep breaths, intentional breath. And your only job right now is to witness, is to notice, to pay attention to what's moving through. Let whatever comes, come. Let whatever goes, go. Respond from a place of presence, wisdom, love. Take about 2 more rounds. Nice job, you guys. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted off the ground, set it back down. Next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm. Reach it all the way up one more time. Open up. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Pick up your left foot. Swing your left toes off the right side of your mat. And then pull your hips over to the left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. So look back at your left tip toes, but try to look back not just with your head and your eyeballs, but like you can use the entire left side of your body. So maybe bend one or both elbows, maybe round a little, arch a little, rock forward or back a little, one more round. Find your own sweet spot. Good, and then come back to hands and knees. Downward facing dog. As you move back into your down dog, if you want a quick vinyasa, go for it. Ujjayi breath, strong, powerful. Push the ground away through your fingertips. Next, inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. For now, hips are square. Good, so feel that connection to your center. If you think about this position your body is in, you are in a warrior 3 on your hands and your right foot. You're about to move into a warrior 3 just on one foot. So feel what it feels like to find that connection to center. Take one more inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose, curl in, round, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in. Shoulders are over your wrists. You're on your back tiptoes. Nice Amy, and then step forward softly. Rise to crescent as you're ready. Strong through your legs. So find your widest stance. And then once you found your widest stance, hug in towards midline. Find stability. So you're not just trying to go as deep as you can. We're working stability and mobility at the same time. Feel stable in your lower body. Feel strong, feel grounded. And then upper body is your unique expression. Lift your heart. Maybe lift your gaze. Soften your face, maybe a little smile even. Who knows? Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. So lean forward a bit. Navel to spine. Pull your belly button in and up. Squeeze to your inner thighs. So find your connection to center. That's what's going to help you balance. When you're ready, left foot roots down. Float your back leg up. So warrior 3 with your hands on your front thigh. Keep drawing your belly button in and up. You don't want to arch your spine. Strong straight line. Stay where you're at. Or take your left arm forward. So left arm forward, right leg back. Just like our spinal balance, but we're on one foot now. Take one more inhale. Stay here. Or exhale, left elbow, right knee, round and hollow out. Connect to your center. Inhale, reach. Slow motion. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, long, strong, and powerful. So press with your back foot. Last time. Exhale, round, curl in, hollow out. Inhale, get long. If you want, you can extend both arms forward. So fullest expression. And then meet in a low lunge. So fingertips to the ground. Step your right toes back. Half split. Set your back knee down. And work your front leg towards straight. So you can adjust however you need to. To be in this pose, your hips can stack over your back heel or stay stacked over your back knee. Flex your left toe. Imagine you're trying to stick your left butt cheek way out behind you. As you stick your left butt cheek out, nice Megan, your heart comes forward. Forehead towards shin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine. Press down through the back of your left heel, and rather than pushing your left heel forward, pull it back. Yes, very nice. Take about 2 more rounds. Let it be uncomfortable. This is one of the most uncomfortable poses for me. You have tighter hamstrings, you can probably relate. Sometimes I shake and tremble. I like to call it the sacred tremble. It's a good thing. It means you've met an edge, so just be with it. End of your next exhalation. Take it all the way to empty. Then come back to a low lunge position. You can lift your back knee off the ground. Back toes are tucked under. 3-legged down dog. So take your left leg back and up. Open up your left hip now. Bend your knee, reach it out and up. So you feel that opening in the front of your left hip. Great place to stay, or option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind you. Nice, Scotty. Hips lift. Back muscles hug around your spine. Heart forward. Maybe even gaze forward. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Beautiful, Kathy. And end of your exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out. You can hang out in down dog for a few more breaths, or if you want to, grab a child's pose, set your knees down and rest. Even hero's pose if you'd rather, seated meditation, kneeling position. So take a moment, just feel, just notice, just observe. Be in your body, be with your breath. Notice what comes, notice what goes. Good job. If you are in any other posture besides down dog, take about 2 more rounds, and then everybody meet in downward facing dog. Good job, friends. All right, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow. So use your obliques, get just as close as you can. Nice, Michelle. Inhale, back up, 3-legged dog, stretch it out. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. So aim as high as you can on your right arm. Yes, inhale, back up, 3-legged. And then exhale, you've been here before, knee to your nose, round your spine, step forward softly, low lunge. From your low lunge, you're gonna move into a revolved lunge. So left hand on the ground or a block, right arm to the sky. So twisting towards the windows, yes. Good. So legs are strong, especially your back leg. Imagine the power of this pose is coming out of your back toes, moving through your back leg, and then connecting you to your center. Energetically drag your right hip towards the back of the room, but at the same time, right knee is magnetized to your left armpit. Breathe down into your belly. As you exhale, see if you can pull your belly button away from your thigh. Twist a little further, take 1 more round. End of your exhale, unwind, walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. So wide-legged straddle with your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift, and maybe pause for a moment, just feeling into the strength of your back body. You can play with some arms, reach them out to the sides, reach them forward like warrior 3, cactus. And then whenever you're ready, either fold or you can explore. So if you want to move around a bit, go for it. Make sure your breath comes with you. Slow, steady, and intentional. Yeah, rather than tuning out in these moments where you have your own time, rather than going somewhere else. See if you can tune in, be here in your body with your breath, feeling, noticing, responding from a place of presence and wisdom and love. Take one more round. Inhale to a halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way up to a standing position. Once you're standing, move into a warrior two. So right toes forward, right arm forward, left arm back, bend your front knee. You need to adjust your legs at all, feel free to do so. So you might gaze down at your feet, see if you want to adjust. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body. Stack your shoulders over your hips. So for right now, it shouldn't feel like you're leaning forward at all. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach up and reach back. So lengthen through your right side. Lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip. Nice, Elisa. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale through warrior two, reach forward and slide your ribs forward. Keep your heart nice and open, side angle. So right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky, or maybe right elbow to your right thigh. Perhaps left arm forward, bicep next to your ear. You can stay in your side angle pose or option for balancing half moon. So if you would like, reach your right hand forward. Maybe you've got a block. Back leg floats up. Back leg strong and powerful. Yeah, nice, Crystal. You can stay in your regular half moon, or if you want to play with Ardha Chandra Tripadasana, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold. So your own expression of whatever pose you've chosen to be in. Take about 2 more breaths. If you're falling out, awesome. Again, be with yourself wherever you are at. Good work, friends. So you can meet back in a warrior two position. So if you're balancing, come down slowly and softly. Good. Nice work. Settle in. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, just cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Bring your big toes to touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl. So tiny little potato bug ball. If you're modifying for your knees, you can hang out in any forward fold of your choice. If you're in a tiny potato bug ball with me, see if you can lift your heels up higher as you reach your butt down further and get your nose closer to your knees. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Maybe wrap your arms around your shins and squeeze. Breathe into your back body. Nice, Laura. One more breath. Inhale, halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. Exhale, fold, bow. Root through your feet. Take it all the way to stand. Big full body stretch. Breathe in. Hands to heart. Breathe out. Breath to movement for just a moment. Inhale, reach up. Cactus your arms and work your back bend. So use the strength in your back body. Hug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, realign. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Feel that. And then swan dive down, stick your butt out, heart forward, all the way down, fold in. Beautiful, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa your way. See you back in down dog. Very nice. Good awareness, everybody. I love it. All right. From your dog pose, inhale, left leg to the sky, strong and powerful. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. So push the ground away as you come forward and twist. Inhale, three-legged. Stretch it out. Press up. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your left armpit, so as high as you can get. Good. Inhale, three-legged. And then last one, curl in, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly. You've got so much space in front of you. Step through. Yeah, good job. Revolve lunge. So right hand on the ground or a block. Left arm to the sky. Twist from your center. So I know it's tempting to twist with your legs. It's easier. Try to keep your legs strong. Hug in with your inner thighs. Left knee is magnetized to your right armpit. Try to drag your left hip back. Back leg strong and powerful. Breathe down into your belly as you exhale. Pull your belly button away from your thigh. Take one more round. End of your exhale, unwind. Wide-legged straddle position over towards the right long edge of your mat with your hands. Good job. So parallel your feet or even slightly pigeon toe your feet. Make sure your toes aren't out and your heels aren't in. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Hang out for a moment if you want to. Maybe play around with some arms. And then wherever you want to go, fold, explore, headstand, twist, skandasana, handstand hops. Big deep breaths. Nice job, friends. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Last couple of rounds. So if you're working somewhere, start to find your way back. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips. And then unhinge at your hips, rise all the way up to stand. Once you're standing, pivot your left toes forward, reach your left arm forward, right arm back, coming into your warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Notice if your butt's sticking out behind you, wrap your left butt cheek underneath you. Feel a nice neutral pelvis while allowing your hips to open. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach back. So first, reach up and find as much length as you can, and then just slightly back. Keep the big deep bend in your front knee, and keep wrapping your butt cheek underneath you. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Pressing the outer edges of both feet. One more big inhale, reach. Exhale, come through your warrior two. Reach forward, see if you can slide your rib cage forward, and then just tip it over, side angle. So your variation, maybe left elbow to left thigh, maybe right arm forward, maybe a half or a full bind. You can stay and work your side angle the entire time or just as long as you want. At any point, if you want to play with your balancing half moon, now is your time. So go for it. You can use a block. You can move into that bound variation, Ardha Chandra Chakrasana. And let yourself get used to falling. Falling is good in yoga. Just come back in when you're ready. It's part of the practice. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. See if you can be compassionate and playful wherever you've chosen to be, wherever you're working. About 2 more big deep breaths. Good. Nice job, you guys. And then we're going to meet in a warrior two. So slowly, intentionally come back. Good. Settle in. Find your breath. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, just cartwheel your hands down, pivot to the ball of your back foot, step your back foot forward, forward fold. Big toes touch, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So you can either hang out in your potato bug ball. If you're modifying, you can hang out in a forward fold. If you want more of a challenge from your little tiny ball, turn it into a toe stand. So hug in with your inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs. See if you can point your knees forward and then bring your hands to your heart, spine long, balancing on your tiptoes. Take about 2 more breaths. Good. Good. Next inhalation, meet in a halfway lift, heels down. Spine parallel to the horizon. Exhale, fold, bow, ha. Root through your feet, rise all the way up to stand, arms to the sky. And so hard, exhale. Inhale, reach up and stretch. Now listen, just one time today, chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees, sit back, swing your arms back, option to float up onto your tiptoes. If you have trouble balancing on your tiptoes here, feel the connection to your center. So stick your butt out and feel your navel draw towards your spine. Maybe even try pressing your tongue to the roof of your mouth. See if that helps. Soften your face. Lift your heels higher. Bend your knees more. One more breath. Yes. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. High mountain all the way up as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Swan dive down. Let your legs shake. Sacred tremble. Heels on the ground for your halfway lift position. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Pause in your plank. This is your last big power pose. Come down to your forearms. So one arm at a time, lower down, forearm plank. Excuse me, find your strength here. So shoulders over elbows, either palms face down, forearms are parallel, or if you want to modify, interlace your fingers. Back of your neck long, gaze down, pull your belly button in and up, puff up through your low back. See if you can start to walk your toes towards your elbows without letting your elbows drift apart. Come into dolphin pose. So lift your hips as high as you possibly can. Yeah, head is not touching the ground. Hug in with your elbows. So your elbows should be no wider than your shoulders. Stay where you're at or take your right leg to the sky. Use your right leg to lift you out of your upper body. Soften your face. Stay here. You can play with some little hops. You've got it. Just a little bit longer. If your right leg is lifted, set it down. Lift your left leg. Last big push. You are so much stronger than your mind tells you you are. Take little hops if you want. Press up with your left foot. Hug in with your upper arms. One more inhale. Maybe a big open mouth sigh. Ah, left foot down, knees down, rest. So child, heroes, anything that feels good. Just relax and feel your breath. Just relax and feel your body. Feel this moment, everything that's creating it for you. And when you are ready, downward facing dog. All right, friends, you've made it. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then pigeon pose with your exhale. So set your right shin down at the top of your mat. Gently set your body down. So you want your right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat, not midline. You want to get that external rotation through your hip. If you have more open hips, your front shin can be closer to parallel with the front edge of your mat. Just like we do in a lunge, pull front hip back hip forward. So a lot of people like to just flop into it. All you're doing is exploiting your hypermobility in your joints. So you want to plug the femur bones into the sockets. Keep pulling your right hip back. Try to stick your right butt cheek out behind you as you take your heart forward and down. Good, very nice. And if you want to take it on your back or in the seat instead, if you know it works better for you there, please do. Breathe. Send your breath down into your hips. Soft face. So right here, you do not need to press your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Let it soften. Let your shoulders, let the back of your heart soften. What would that feel like? Be here for about 3 to 5 more rounds of breath. And anytime you feel an overwhelm, you feel like there's too much, sigh it out your mouth. Ah, yeah. Last couple of rounds. Slowly begin a transition back upright. Three-legged dog. So plant your hands, tuck your back toes, take your right leg back and up, give it a nice little shake out. If you want, you can open your hip. Maybe you take some circles with your knee or your ankle. Maybe you even want to flip your dog again, or if you didn't before, maybe you feel like doing so now. So anything goes, a little bit of movement, maybe a vinyasa, and then everybody meet back in regular down dog. If you're on your back and you know you're taking your supine pigeon there, just any movements on your back to kind of neutralize. Good job, friends. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, left shin forward. Set your body down gently. So left knee, good, Lisa, towards the outer left edge of your mat. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. And as you pull your left hip back and even slightly up, your heart moves forward and down. Once you're bowing forward, if you want to take it deeper, scoot your back knee back a little further. Breathe. So yoga is not so much about the poses, even though that's what we're using. So we're using the poses to feel our body, to notice ourselves in a different way than usual. So when you're in this position, what do you notice? What's going on down in your hips, energetically, emotionally, physically? When you're in this position, what happens to your breath? Does it become short and shallow? Or can you breathe slow and deep? When you're in this pose, where do your thoughts go? What does your mind do? How do you distract yourself when you're uncomfortable? How do you talk to yourself when you're uncomfortable? So just an exploration of ourselves, what's going on inside. That's the yoga. It's not the pose. It's not just the stretch. That's what we're doing on the inside, being present with ourselves, being present with our breath, learning to breathe into those tight spaces and soften. Take about 3, 4, 5 more rounds. Big, deep breaths down into your hips. Teach your body that even though Even though you're uncomfortable, even though there's a lot of sensation, maybe it's really intense, it's only temporary. It's okay. You're safe. You can relax. You can let go. Ah. Last couple. And just kind of leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty much even on both sides with your pigeon, slowly begin your transition back to three-legged dog. So left leg back and up, give it that nice little shake out. Maybe roll out your ankle, circle your knee, or even flip your dog if you're feeling it. Down on your back and you want to wait for us there, that's fine. Move in any way that calls to you to kind of neutralize. Eventually, friends, regular down dog. So if you want to move through a vinyasa to get there, you can. Take a couple breaths or so, just walking it out or stretching, breathing into all that space you've created in your body, in the backs of your legs, your side bodies, your spine. Yeah, beautiful. Take one last huge breath in your down dog. End of your exhale, set your knees down. Find your way onto your back, however you would like to get there, whichever direction you would like to face. Once you're on your back, just draw your knees towards your belly and take a gentle rock from side to side. So just for a moment, rock it out. Give your low back a nice little massage. And then eventually set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. So setting up for one last heart opener, bridge pose. Arms down by your sides, feet hips width distance apart. All 10 toes face directly forward. So make sure you're not duck footed. Your toes aren't pointing out, but your toes are pointing straight forward, heels straight down from your knees. Exhale to pull your belly button down and scoop your tailbone up. And then as you inhale, peel your spine off to your mat one vertebra at a time. Once you've arrived in your bridge pose, maybe you kind of work your shoulders underneath you, perhaps interlace your fingers underneath you, maybe robot arms, hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing an invisible yoga block. And imagine you're trying to reach your knees and your shins forward towards me, or if you're facing the back of the room, towards the back of the room. You can stay where you're at. If full upward facing bow is in your practice and you'd like to go there, maybe you go there for your last couple of breaths. So everybody, about 2 or 3 more rounds. Breathe into your heart, breathe into your ribs, breathe into your belly. See it expand with each inhale and then contract with each exhale. Press down especially through your heels and the inner edges of your feet. Maybe you even pick up your toes and spread them. Good work. As you are ready, lower down very intentionally, very mindfully, vertebra by vertebra, or in your own mindful way. Once you have arrived back in a neutral spine, so your spine is back on the ground, bring your feet mat width distance apart, but keep your knees bent. Keep your feet on the ground. Tee out your arms or cactus your arms. Windshield wiper side to side. So rather than just moving back and forth, really kind of mindlessly, move slowly and work the pose. So flex your toes, actively press your top knee forward and down. So as you go to one side, top knee presses forward and down. Both shoulders stay grounded. Your feet should be at least mat width distance apart to make space for your low back. Good. And then next time your knees fall to the right, keep them there If you want a little bit more, outer right foot to the outside of your left knee. And then use your right leg to encourage your left knee forward and down. If your left rib cage lifts a lot, that's okay. But have the intention of pressing down through the back of your left rib. Good job, you guys. Take about 2 more breaths. And then as you're ready, just switch to the other side. So knees to the left. Same option if you want, outer left foot to the outside of your right knee. Encourage your right knee forward and down. So lengthening from your right shoulder down to your right knee. Yeah. And try to press down through the back of your right rib cage. If it doesn't touch the ground, if it's lifted, that's okay, but at least have that intention. Gaze this way. Yeah. Soft face. Soft jaw. Soft heart. As you're ready, come back to center. Take any inversion of your choice. So maybe something more restorative, maybe something more challenging, depending on how you feel. Give yourself about 5 to 10 breaths in your inversion. And then once you feel complete with your inversion, just ease your way out, no rush. If there are any counter poses, happy baby, maybe just a big squeeze of your knees in, anything else, anywhere else you want to go. Go ahead and go there, and then slowly find your way into your Shavasana. As you come into your final relaxation, your breath is just effortless. Your body is heavy, melting into the ground. And just give yourself these last few moments. Simply just be. Just soak in all the energy, bless you, all the efforts of your practice. And just feel it move through. Feel it seep in, integrate in. Shavasana. Your life is always happening in just a single moment. You don't have to worry about the whole thing. Just take care of right now. A deep breath in. Let it go. Slowly, gently start to move your physical body again. As you feel ready, roll to your side, fetal position. And then staying as relaxed as possible, ease your way up into seated meditation. So right back where we began our practice. As you settle in, close your eyes, gather your hands to your heart, and just notice how you feel, how you are. Bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself for making the effort, taking the time to show up on your mat this morning, do your practice, connect with a deeper place inside. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. I'm trying to decide in January. So this was a deep power class, like slow, never like a repetitive breath to movement flow over and over. So that's what I call power flow, is when we flow breath to movement. It's a little more flowy the entire time. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do in January, if I want to do power flow or deep power. So if you have any strong feelings, you can let me know. I can't guarantee that they will be like, they'll be acknowledged, but I don't know what the majority wants. So I'm just going to kind of see what kind of feedback I get and then decide what I want to do. I hope I see you guys again. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to stay for restore, feel free. Bye, Mom. Bye, friends. Mary, Esther. 75. I know, man. But you could leave early if you want.